Of this leading up to the 4th of July. And the good news is, again, another silver lining is that it won't be as hot and it won't last as long as our previous heat wave. But it's still going to be brutal for Wednesday and Thursday. We're talking about actual temperatures between 98 and 103 degrees. Feels like temperatures between 105 and 110 because, of course, not only is it going to be hot, it's going to be humid as well. So temperatures will feel significantly higher than they actually are. We will likely have heat advisories issued any minute now, really, for both Wednesday and Thursday. So a reminder that when it comes to heat like this, you need to make sure you're taking those heat safety precautions. We know a lot of kids are spending outdoor time at summer camp. Maybe adjust those plans a bit for all of the essential workers that have to be outside. Finding breaks from the heat really does make a big difference when it comes to how our bodies handle this heat. Of course, hydrating, limiting time outdoors, and dressing appropriately for these temperatures as well. Now, again, today already noticeably more humid. Yesterday, we had dew points in the low 60s. It was super comfortable. Today, that dew point up to 71 degrees, which is on the humid side, and it's making temperatures feel hotter than they actually are. So while we'll stay in the low 90s for high temperatures today, which is really right around average for this time in July, going to feel like the upper 90s. So just be aware that when you step outside, it is going to feel on the toasty side, and we've got that bright sunshine once again today. So love the blue sky, don't love the high temperatures, but it will get a bit more comfortable once the sun goes down later this evening. I'll have more on our weather impact alert and look ahead to storms as we head into the weekend coming up in my 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Kaitlyn. Warmer today, but
yes.
I actually find it to be comfortable because the humidity is in check.
Yeah, humidity is not terrible today. It's a little higher than yesterday, and because of that, I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it. It feels like a typical summer day that I like.
Yes, it is very much a typical summer day. It's not much hotter than it should be. It's just a touch humid. Tomorrow is when we really crank things up.
Right, and if you're planning anything for the weekend, I mean, you've got to consider those thunderstorms, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's our next best chance to see some storms that will at least provide a little relief from the heat. So I guess we'll take what we can get, but let's start things off with the heat. So yes, it is feeling hotter than it actually is. Right now feels like 90, which is our average high temperature for July. Right now feels like 93 back into Leesburg, 91 in Manassas, 90 in Front Royal back toward Baltimore. But we're going to be wishing for these feels like temperatures come this time tomorrow. We've got that extreme heat working its way in for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is also still really hot and a little bit sticky, just not as hot and humid as Wednesday and Thursday, but we're talking about temperatures in the upper 90s. And then as we head into the weekend, we've got those showers and storms to time out for you that will keep our temperatures a little cooler, or at least less hot than it will be as we head through the middle and end of the week. But if you've got outdoor plans this weekend, you need to keep those storms in mind. And then as we look ahead to next week, we do turn unseasonably cool. So we are not this hot for that long. But here we are Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures feeling anywhere from 100 to 105 up to 110 degrees. So we'll likely see heat advisories issued here a little bit later on today for both Wednesday and Thursday, because Thursday is actually going to feel a little bit hotter than Wednesday. This is 11 o'clock Wednesday night as you're checking in with Topper. It is still going to feel like the upper 80s and low 90s. And then by Thursday afternoon, feeling anywhere from 100 to 110. Now, those are going to be our hottest days this week, but Friday is still pretty toasty. We're going 96, but I do think it could be even a little bit higher than that. There's a little bit of uncertainty in terms of how close a cold front comes and how that could cool us down, but I think we're going to end up trending a little bit hotter for Friday. And then over the weekend, temperatures will be in the mid to low 90s thanks to the additional cloud cover and some of those showers and storms. But note, neither day is a washout by any means. There's a low chance we could see an isolated storm on Friday, but Saturday does very much look like the best chance to see showers and storms kind of throughout the day. The type of day that's hard to plan around because we'll have these off and on showers and a few thunderstorms. Sunday, the storms look mainly in the afternoon. So I think Sunday's the easier day to kind of dodge those raindrops around, given that most of the activity will be in the second half of the day. But over the next several days, we have no relief from rain, which sometimes in the summer can be nice. It briefly cools you down, but we've got abundant sunshine today, nice sunshine Wednesday into Thursday, and then Friday only a low chance for an isolated storm. And again, I might have to bump up that temperature for Friday, but then as we head into the weekend, we've got more showers and storms on the way. Not a total washout of a weekend. You'll still be able to get in some of those outdoor plans, but especially look ahead to Saturday for more impact from showers and storms before our temperatures do get a little bit cooler, or at least closer to average as we head into next week.
Hey, another nice day. No complaints.
It is feeling like dry. The weekend has rain.
Let's make some changes to that. All right, thanks so much everybody for joining us at noon. The news continues at 12:30 exclusively on our free WUSA 9 streaming app. You can download it on your TV and watch for free.
In effect across the entire area. This starts tomorrow at 11 a.m. lasts until 4 p.m. the hottest time of the day, when those heat index values will get up to and potentially over 106 degrees. That's why we've issued this weather impact alert for Wednesday and Thursday. Both days will feature similar temperatures, actual temperatures between 98 and 103, heat index values between 105 and 110. So this is the type of heat where you do need to take those heat safety precautions, limiting time spent outside during that hottest period of the day, hydrating, dressing appropriately. Loose, lightweight, light-colored clothes will help you manage the heat a little bit better. And of course, checking on elderly, children, and pets, those that are the most susceptible to heat-related illnesses when it comes to temperatures like this. And today's a little bit of a warm-up, though still really comfortable for July standards, but a touch more humid than yesterday. It's 71 for our dew point, so we're feeling it more than we were yesterday when that dew point was just 60 degrees. But actual temperatures will stay kind of right around average in the low 90s as we head throughout the day today. But once you factor in that humidity, it is going to feel more like the mid to upper 90s. So that's what you need to dress for. That's what you need to act for if you're heading outside, because it is a beautiful day to spend time outside. We've got wall-to-wall sunshine once again throughout the day today. It's still pretty toasty this evening as well. Not until the sun goes down do we see our temperatures fall into the 80s. Still feeling a touch warmer than that with humidity that will stick with us overnight. Coming up, we'll talk much more about our weather impact alert as we head through the next several days and look ahead to some storms for the weekend.
Thanks.
It is hot for a large majority of the country, from California back through the Great Plains and Midwest. We have heat advisories and extreme heat warnings in effect, and that does include our region now. We've got the heat index, or heat advisory rather, for tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. for that heat index up to 106 degrees. But we're getting a little taste of it today. It's a touch more humid than it was yesterday, so it's feeling like 95 already in Frederick, 94 in Leesburg, low 90s from DC back into Manassas, feeling like the mid 80s in Andrews down through Patuxent River. So still not terrible today, but we're again starting to see those temperatures and humidity creep back up. But by tomorrow afternoon, this is 4 o'clock, feeling anywhere from 100 to again 106 degrees. That's why we have the heat advisory in effect. And Thursday could even be a little bit hotter. So by Wednesday night, it's still feeling like the upper 80s and low 90s at 11 o'clock as you're checking in with Topper. And then by Thursday afternoon, feeling anywhere from 100 to 110 degrees. So those are the hottest days this week, but it's still really warm on Friday. In fact, I think we may need to bump up that Friday temperature. It's a little, there's a little uncertainty in terms of just how quickly some cooler air moves in, but I do think Friday is going to be another pretty stifling day with slightly lower humidity, so we likely won't see heat advisories for Friday. But then as we head to the weekend, temperatures do get a little bit cooler even still, because we've got clouds and showers. Not going to have that abundant sunshine that we have over the next several days. Only a low chance for an isolated storm on Friday. Better rain chances do move back in for Saturday and Sunday, especially as we look ahead to that Saturday forecast. It's just going to be the type of day that's kind of hard to make plans around, because you'll have intermittent showers and a few stronger storms in the afternoon and evening. On Sunday, most of that activity will be in the afternoon. We'll stay in the low 90s, right around average for early next week, but by the second half of next week, looking ahead to a little bit of a cool down. So we're going to cross our fingers that that remains the trend, because we'll need it after such a warm stretch. We've got temperatures again, low 90s today, but it's really Wednesday and Thursday when that extreme heat and humidity builds back in. We're nice and dry all the way until the weekend, when we increase those shower and storm chances as well. Standards, right? It is a little humid, it's a little hot, but it's really not that far off from a typical July forecast. Now, tomorrow we fly way above typical. We've got a heat advisory now in effect for the entire area from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m., the hottest part of the day for heat index values that will be up to and potentially over 106 degrees. This is the heat we've been alerting you to for days now, and why we've issued a weather impact alert for Wednesday and Thursday. Both days we'll see actual temperatures between 98 and 103 degrees with heat index values between 105 and up to 110. So we've been through this just a couple weeks ago. We will do it again for a shorter period of time and not as high of temperatures, but still need to take those heat safety precautions. We've got kids in summer camp outside, maybe make some adjustments. Essential workers need to make sure they're taking breaks from the heat, finding shade, finding air conditioning when possible, staying hydrated, everything you know you need to do to stay safe in heat like this. It's going to be 2 really hot days, and then we'll start to see temperatures go down as we head toward the weekend. But with those cooler temperatures, we've also got some showers and storms to time out for you coming up here in just a few minutes.
Kaitlyn, thank you. D.C. police are investigating
over the National Mall from Earth Cam at top of the Washington Monument. Skies looking a little bit hazy. Now, air quality today is fine. We have good air quality across the entire area. The sensor up closer to Hagerstown is reading moderate air quality. But today, we do have some smoke well above our heads, not close enough to the surface to impact our air quality. But over the next couple days, we'll be watching a couple different air quality impacts. One from ozone pollution, just because it is going to be so hot Wednesday and Thursday, but also wildfire smoke. Big wildfires exploded in parts of Canada up by Ontario late last night. And as we head through the next several days, we're going to be watching for that plume of smoke to work its way through the Great Lakes, parts of the Northeast, and down into parts of the Mid-Atlantic, especially for parts of northern and northeastern Maryland. Now, this is Thursday morning, so we'll start to watch things tomorrow, see if some of that smoke does filter down. But Thursday does look like the more impactful day. So if you're affected by poor air quality, tomorrow and Thursday definitely warrant watching again, both from an ozone perspective and from a wildfire smoke perspective. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. And a reminder, you can check the air quality anytime right on our WUSA 9 app. But it is no wonder why ozone pollution is a concern tomorrow. Ozone is what happens whenever heat quite literally cooks our everyday pollutants and creates ozone. And tomorrow we've got temperatures back in the triple digits. The record high temperature for Wednesday is 102. We're forecasting 101 degrees, or is it 102, Topper? We went 102, so we might tie the record for Wednesday. But again, we've also been emphasizing the humidity, with temperatures going to feel well into the triple digits. That's why we have that heat advisory in effect. And similar to today, we have wall-to-wall sunshine. There's not going to be any cloud cover, no showers to help provide any relief from the heat as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thursday. We run it all back. By Thursday morning, this is 8 a.m., temperatures already feeling like the low 90s, and throughout the afternoon, feeling anywhere from 100 to 110 degrees. So we'll have another heat advisory issued for Thursday as well. Now, Friday is still very hot. Temperatures not in the triple digits, but it'll be 97 degrees on Friday. So we've got another hot day on the horizon. It won't be as humid either, though. So I think we will kind of fall short of heat advisory criteria, but then we do start to see a little bit more relief as we head into the weekend with those temperatures in the low 90s. But over the weekend, it'll be cooler because we've got clouds and we've got showers. So if you're already looking ahead to your outdoor plans this weekend, you've got to keep the storm threat in mind, especially on Saturday. Saturday's looking like the wetter of the 2 days, but both days storms could be on the heftier side. It's still going to be hot. It's still going to be humid. It's summer in D.C. Storms will be capable of producing some heavy rain, thunder, lightning, gusty wind, both days where you want to keep an eye on the WUSA 9 app, especially if you have outdoor plans. And as we head into early next week, we do keep some storm chances in the forecast. Looks pretty isolated on Monday, a little bit more widespread ahead of a cold front on Tuesday. But behind that cold front, we get a little bit cooler toward the second half of next week.
Kaitlyn, thank you.
And records are already pretty high. The record in Martinsburg is 107 degrees. That was set back in 1936. I think we'll break the record at Dulles, which does kind of seem like low-hanging fruit. 99 degrees set just 2 years ago in 2024. The record in D.C. is 102. 102 also in Baltimore, all from 2024, with the exception of that old record back into Martinsburg. And we're forecasting 102 for Baltimore and D.C., forecasting 100 degrees in Dulles, Martinsburg. Your 107 will stay safe. We're forecasting 99 degrees for tomorrow. But keep in mind, the heat's only one factor of the forecast. We've also got humidity, and that's going to make it feel anywhere from 105 to 110 degrees. And that's why we have a heat advisory already in effect for Wednesday. It will be extended into Thursday as well. So as you look ahead to your Wednesday and Thursday plans, you need to make sure you're taking those heat safety precautions. Same drill that we went through right before the 4th of July for that long, really hot stretch. Want to make sure you're hydrating, dressing appropriately, limiting time spent outside during the hottest part of the day. We'll talk about when the heat really breaks, because Friday is still quite toasty as well. But I've also got some showers and storms to time out for you as we look ahead to your weekend plans. Enjoy working until you're 96.
Right. Hey, okay. All right. So I understand you have a really cool picture to show us.
Yeah, check out this video. This was captured. Still looking pretty good, although a little bit smoky. We're watching that wildfire smoke that's still well above our heads. But over the next couple of days, we will be watching for it to come closer to the surface. So if you are someone that's sensitive to air quality impacts, poor air quality, Wednesday and Thursday are definitely days to watch. But for now, air quality is okay. Temperatures, though, a little toasty. We're 91 right now in DC, but the dew point is 70, which still isn't terrible. It is noticeably humid, and it's making temperatures feel like 96 degrees in DC right now. It feels like 98 back into Leesburg, 97 in Manassas, mid to low 90s across most of the area. Patuxent River feels like 88 degrees, but this is truly just a warm up to what is on the way here over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, we've got actual high temperatures back in the triple digits, like we talked about at 4:30, could be pushing record territory tomorrow for DC. I think we absolutely get a record out at Dulles, but that record's only 99 degrees. But the heat's only one factor of the forecast. The humidity is another. Humidity is going to be even higher than it was today. So temperatures are going to feel anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees hotter than they actually are. And similar to our forecast over the past several days, we really don't have much cloud cover, no rain, no storms to provide any relief from the heat. If we get some thicker wildfire smoke, that could filter out some of the sunshine, but otherwise we are expecting blue skies. And Thursday is going to be another brutally hot one. And Thursday is the day I'm a little more wary of for the impacts from wildfire smoke. So it's possible our temperatures stay a little bit lower, but it's already going to feel like the low 90s by Thursday morning. Once you factor in the humidity, by the afternoon, feeling anywhere from 100 to 110 degrees. So once again, we'll have a heat advisory for Thursday. And don't be fooled. Friday's still really hot. Not triple digit hot. We're still at 97 though, with noticeable humidity. So it won't feel, as sticky and humid as what we've got over the next couple of days. But Friday is still a day where if you've got to be outside, stay hydrated, take heat safety precautions. We'll catch more of a break over the weekend with temperatures in the low 90s because we've got more showers and storms that will keep our temperatures at bay a little bit more. And we keep storm chances in the forecast into early next week with low 90s through Tuesday. But then a cold front moves through on Tuesday, so that's going to be another day where we watch for some strong to severe storms that will then knock our temperatures back down into the 80s for the second half of the week. So this little heat stretch is nowhere near as long and nowhere near as hot as what we dealt with leading into the 4th of July, but still 2 days where you got to make sure you're staying safe in the heat, checking on elderly, children, pets, those who are the most susceptible to heat-related illnesses, because both days are going to be back in the triple digits before we start to see those temperatures come down a bit as we head into the weekend. And if you do have weekend plans, as far as the storm threats go, earlier in the day is going to be better, and then we'll have those hit or miss showers and storms throughout the afternoon, both Saturday and into Sunday.
Thanks, Kaitlyn. Well, in just over a month, Indy cars will